Okay, another unmarked roll. I'm just dying to open one of these, and oh yeah, I just said it. All right, there we go. So I'm dying to open one of these and have it be almost entirely silver. And guess what we just did? 43, 45, 43. I guess I could look and see if we have any special mints on these, right? These are all Philadelphia. 42p. It's a 41. Get out of here. We don't want you. 40, 41, 45p, silver. 42p, 45 Denver, 45 Denver, 42 Philadelphia, 43 Philadelphia. Looks like a 43p. 43p, it's kind of worn. And a 41 that no one cares about. So this is what I was talking about. This was the roll I was waiting for, to open it up and have like 90% of it be, when I say 90%, a large portion of it be silver. Hopefully you can see that. I hope it comes out on the camera. There's a bunch more in here. That's a 57, so that's no good. But there is a 43p. Buffalo. 43p. 46. Dateless Buffalo. So this is an S. What is this? I can't read it. It's so worn. 43S, silver. That's a Buffalo with a date. You can make out a 1, a 9, a 2, and a 7. So that is a dated Buffalo. A couple more dateless Buffaloes. So 39. No doubling. It's another Buffalo. It doesn't look like there's a date. So 45S. Got a 45S in there. Let's see here. We got another small little stack to finish. Can you read that? Is that a date? 23. You can see a 23 on that under the scope and a little bit with the naked eye. That's why I thought to put it under the scope. So 41, 43p. Dateless Buffalo and a dateless Buffalo. So this is the roll I was hoping to find. Out of all of that, we had 5, 10, we had 12 nickels that were not something interesting. So we ended up with 5, 10, 15, 17 silvers in that roll. Awesome. I don't know how many, let's see, that was about 2, 4, 6, 8 dateless Buffaloes, 2 with legible dates, and a 39 to add to the stack. I think this might have been the super heavy one, but maybe not. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. This was the super heavy one. Look at this roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 in this roll? Maybe? Wow. Guys, this is unreal. All right, we got a 64 Kennedy. Philadelphia. Oh, we got a Walker. 1945 Walking Liberty. Our third Walker on the box. We have a 1968D. 1967. A 1960 again, almost a. I would love to know if that's like from a mint set or proof. It's a Philadelphia, so I'd have to think it's from a mint set with this kind of finish on it. We have another Benji, 62. No mint mark. So Philly, and one more, a 68D. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So I've got a NIFC on the end here. I think this was one of the really heavy rolls. And this is roll 38. At least one silver in here. Looks like two. That looks like that might be a walker. We got a real thin, smooth edge. That's usually an indication of a walker. Yep, 1944, Walking Liberty. 1944, Walking Liberty. Looks like this is a triple, 1968D. And another beautiful Benji, 1961. Looks like a D. The rest appears to be clad. Oh, that's right, we got our 2013D. We can't forget about our NIFCs. I don't even know if that's still on camera. No, it's not even still on camera. We'll go down this way with that stuff. All right, so we are on roll number 7, and this is a little bit of a reenactment because I've already seen this, but I want to show you what happened. I've been peeling these off, and I got here and was looking for a W, and you guys probably saw it when I laid that quarter down. Look what was behind that 2020. This is an 1853 seated Liberty quarter. I don't know the exact name of it, but this thing appears to be in fantastic shape. This is unbelievable. I got to look this up. Let me look this up in Redbook real quick and see what we're looking at here. This is amazing. 1853. We can clearly let me zoom a little bit. I mean, Liberty is clear as day. We can see all the stars. We can see the lines in the harp. Some dents and dings and some tarnish. This is amazing. All right, I'm going to put the camera down for a second. We're going to look this up. Okay, so I'm a little flabbergasted at this one. Looking this up in Redbook, it is a seated Liberty, variety 2. Because they added the rays around the eagle, and this has arrows on the date. And looking at photo grade, I'm trying to get you guys in a little close. This thing, in my opinion, is probably a VF20 to VF25 because we can see the clasp in her hair. Liberty is completely legible. We've got some tarnish, and there's some wear on this coin. But I think the detail on this is absolutely amazing. And short of it being a fake, which it says it should weigh, no, 6.2 grams. That's exactly what it weighed. The variety 1 weighs 6.6. This one weighed in right at 6.2. I'm going to say this is legit. Now, Redbook has this listed between $50 and about $75. I need to check eBay to see what it's worth. But I would love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. What do you think about this coin from a grade perspective? I mean, did I just kind of hit a little mini jackpot with this coin? This is unbelievable. This is the coolest thing I've ever found in a quarter box. So, yeah, I'm going to put, this is definitely a find. I have a 1983 that nobody cares about and a bunch of stuff to check for varieties, which, we care about. But let's be honest, that kind of stuff's worth a couple of bucks. This is a piece of history. This is an amazing find in a modern quarter box. So sorry, I'm kind of zoomed out here. Let me get back in. This is just amazing. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below, man. I need some help with this. I'm kind of new to grading and really getting into numismatics. But man, this is cool. let me get back to these rolls. Hopefully we can find more stuff like this. This is just, I'm speechless, man. Since roll number 1 had a silver in it, I'm going to go ahead and open this next roll, or probably the next couple of rolls really, on camera, just in case we end up with one of these boxes that just has, oh, I didn't even finish getting the statement out. I was going to say, if this is one of those boxes that has a couple of silvers in it. Wow. Wow. So if you guys, I'll post a link to the video in this upper corner here. This box came from the same bank that I had that epic haul in a couple of weeks ago. And I have 2 really shinies. And this super shiny here, zoom in so you guys can see that. They were all proof Benjis last time. So let's see what we got in this box. No, it's not a proof. Well, maybe it's a proof. It is a beautiful, beautiful 40%. This has to be a proof. It's like got almost a mirror finish to it. Look at that. That is a beautiful coin. I mean, it's only 40%, but it's beautiful. 65 Philly. I mean, if you compare those two, just look at the shine on that. All right. We got one more in here. We have 90%. A 1964. Looks like a Philly. No mint mark on the back. So we are at 190, 240s, and we are 2 rolls into this box. All right, well, I'm going to cut the camera here, get through these coins, and I'll bring you back in for roll number 3. Roll number 5. And we've got silver. Another really shiny edge. Maybe this is a different collection dump. This had the same edge as that 65 a minute ago. No. 1957. Looks like a proof Benji. Hopefully that's focusing. Let me stand up here so I can see it with you. Look at this thing. We've got another 90%. Crazy. Here. Starting to think customer wrapped halves the way to go. Now the funny thing is, of the whatever I said, like 20 banks I stopped at today, I did run into a lot of banks that said they had collectors that had already come through. The banks that did have halves, that said they had lots of halves, they had entire rewrapped boxes, and I had no interest in that. And look at that, right on the end, we have a 1968 Denver. So yeah, I turned away a lot of boxes today. One bank said they probably had 10 boxes of opened and rewrapped halves, but again, they were probably another hunter. All right, guys, just hearing that come out, I'm excited. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. That is unreal. So we had a clad on the end of 1971. 1964. 90% silver. I'm going to actually make some room here now that we are on to our last roll. There's our 64s. 66s, 67s, and there's our 69s. So we have a 69 Philly, it looks like. I don't know what, let me, I don't have anything I can, let's zoom in on that, I guess. It's got a mint mark. I thought the 69 Philly didn't have a mint mark. That's a D, that's what it is, just a really small D. All right, here we go. We got a 68D. We've got another 68D, and look at this, guys. Look at this. Unreal. It's a commemorative. It's a George Washington. I think that says 1982. Looks like it's a proof as well. First one of these I have ever found. Unreal. I don't even have a spot for that. We're going to put it right there. All right, we got another 69D, it looks like. Got another 64, 90% silver. And I failed to mention these commemoratives, especially the proofs. They're probably also 90%. Got a 67 Philly. We have a Walking Liberty, 1941. I do not see a mint mark, but we got a Walking Liberty in here. Scoot over, gold. All right, back on the 40%. 1967. We have another Walking Liberty, 1942. Again, I don't see a mint mark. Unreal. I mean, I did not expect this. I'm flabbergasted. I drove around for like 2 hours today into a part of town I never go into, and I am just shocked. I see another 68 Denver, it looks like. And I already saw a Walking Liberty because I had them spread out, so I know we've got at least one more Walker coming. We got a 67 Philly. We got a 68 Denver. And there it is, a 1939. Now that one's pretty early. I usually get a lot of the 40s. This is a 39. It looks like Philly. I don't see a mint mark. Unbelievable. 390% Walkers in this final roll. All right, we had to ruin it with some clad. Here's a 1980. Nobody cares. 1969 Denver. Really good shape. A 1966 and a 1968 Denver. That was unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, I knew I had one silver ender, but to come home, and it was taped, so I had a good feeling about it. But honestly, I did not expect that, guys. Proofs. And everything that I'm stacking up over here, stuff that I will put under the scope and check for varieties. I just haven't, you know, I'll do it as we get a little bit later in the box and probably do some of it off camera because it's not the most exciting thing to watch. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Look at all the silver in there. Let me zoom in. If you guys can see that, if it's coming out, but I think we've got silver there, maybe. That might be a 40. That's probably a 90. That's probably a 90, and that's probably a 90. For fun, let's weigh this and see just how much that thing weighs. Let me turn it this way so you can read the numbers. So that's a 228.3 gram. So if we had weighed that, we would have known that was pretty messed up. Not messed up, but full of silver is what I meant to say. Not messed up. We like messed up rolls if they're full of silver. All right, we'll start here in the front. That was a 97. Another 1964. And let me zoom out a little bit so you can see me as I go through these. Sorry about that. Just realized I didn't zoom back out. Let's go to the next one. We have another 90%. 1964, that's a Denver. What do we have over here? That's a Philly. The last one was a Philly, so another Denver. And let's check this one. I think that's going to be 40. It is. We got a 1965 Philly. Put that next to the 64s, and I got a feeling this is going to be something cool. Nope. That's actually just a beautiful 1965. Look at that. That's probably from an SMS. I mean, there is no copper line in that. So just to show you the difference. See how you still have a copper line in a 40% silver? And this guy, it looks like it is straight silver. Both are 1965 Phillies, though. Well, that was a great roll. That was fantastic. Let me zoom back out. Roll number 20. All right, I think we're going to have a Walker. and probably another clad proof. Let's start with this silver. Oh no! This is the first one of these I have found in circulation. Look at that. That is San Francisco and a 1914. I don't have a lot of Barber halves. This is the first one I've ever found in a box of halves. Let me check that just to see the mintage. We have the 1914S, 992,000 minted, and a G4 goes for $16. VG8, we're talking 20. We would definitely be down in here for sure. But 1914S, only 992,000 minted. That is pretty awesome. I can already see the silver through the roll here. I don't know if you can see that, but the silver pokes through. And we have probably 1, 2, 3 silvers. That's dark. I don't think that's going to be silver. Let's see. Was I right? No, it was a faker. 1971 Denver. No good. All right. There's still 3. I missed that one. First Walking Liberty of the box. 1936. No mint mark. Not in bad shape either. A mint mark would be right in here, and I don't see a mint mark. So now we've got a Barber, a Walker, a Benji. We have all of the 90% silver. Let's see here. What else do we have here? We have this guy. We have another 1964 Philly. And we have another 1964 Philly. Roll number 30, what is that, 31? 32, roll 32. All right, look at all the silver in this one. 1, 2, 3, at least 3. Again, all look like they're 90%. We have another 1964. This is another one of those like proof finishes. That's also a Philadelphia. And we have another Benji, a 1948 Philadelphia. Super nice. Super duper nice. Roll 36, roll 36. All right, back on the silver. We like that. We don't mind getting skunked on a roll as long as we come back hard. And I had this on the bottom. I didn't check the bottoms. We had a 64 ender and at least 2 more silvers in the middle. Yeah, I didn't actually rotate or flip the bottom rack, so I was unaware that we had silver enders. All right, let's see here. We've got another 1964. Absolutely gorgeous. Another Philly. We have a clad proof, 2002. And one more silver. Another 1964. Another Philly. I've lost track of the 64s. This is by far the most 90% silver I've found in a box. I've probably said that 10 times, but it just lets you know how excited I am to be opening this much silver. To help, I'm going to put this under the scope real quick, and I'll probably pull you down to look at this. This is 1982 Philly. I think we just found a no FG. Let me look at it. So here we are. just to show you guys. There's our 82 Philly. And that FG should be right there in the crook of the leg. And look at that. This is a great looking 1982. There is not one shred of an FG in there. So we have filled the board. This is now a variety, a 1982P, no FG. That is unbelievable, folks. Unbelievable. So we've been cruising right through this box. This was actually the 5th box that I couldn't pick up that I was going to attach to my last video. And if you watch that one, it was a Loomis box hunt that didn't produce very much, no silver. So I didn't have high hopes for this box. But here we are. We're into the next to last row. So roll number, what is this, like 42? Roll 41 didn't have anything in it from silver perspective, but I got roll 42 open, and you can see I don't even have the paper pulled all the way back. But we've got something nice and thick and silvery in there. That could end up being a proof. It could be 4, and that could be a lot of different things. That's a real thick rim, though. I don't think it's going to be old. What is that? That's a commemorative. Let's zoom in on this thing. That is a 19... Wow. That is a 1925 Stone Mountain 90% commemorative $50. In pretty darn good shape for being in circulation. Wow. I have never found one of these before. I don't know a lot about this. I've seen this in Redbook. I don't have one of these, so I'm going to look this up. I'll put the mintage up on the screen, and let's check out a value on this thing. This is pretty cool. For a box that I thought was going to be a no-go, this is awesome. So I would love to know from you guys in the crowd where you think this would grade out. I have to believe this is at least an AU grade. I don't know if we could get to mint state. I do see like a little dark, I don't know if that's just some dirt on there. But the detail on this thing is really, really nice. I did look it up in Redbook, and I compared the prices to PCGS, and they're really, really similar. So, if I'm at an AU50 or AU55, it's like a $55 to $65 coin. Obviously, that's in a graded state, and I checked eBay, and they are raw going for $45 to about $55, sort of in an AU state, and that includes a couple, $4 or $5 shipping. I'm not going to read this to you guys, but if you want to know more about this coin, this is what they have to say about it in Redbook. But I am just flabbergasted. This is an amazing, amazing find in a box of $50 that honestly I had no hopes for, because my Loomis boxes have so little silver in them. So I'll stop gushing about this coin, but man, let me know in the comments down below. Is this like an amazing find or what? I'm sorry. Don't know what else to say. So let me get back to opening these rolls. Maybe we'll get lucky, find something else in these last 8. All right, guys, I got 5 rolls left. Like I said, these last 5 rolls, I think they're going to be complete rolls of 2021s and 22s. I opened what I thought was a roll of Man Killer quarters. It looks like it's a mix of 2022s. And I think I found something insane. And looking at eBay, and I'll show it to you guys in this video in just a second, this quarter may be worth north of $250. So let me show it to you first. As you can see here, I've got lots. I'm not going to show it to you yet. I've been through all these. They're all new 2022s. I've laid this out like I normally do. But there it is. This I do not believe is post-mint damage. If you look at the coin, and I'm going to put it under the scope here in a second, it's like stamped incorrectly. Most of the lettering's missing. You can't tell what mint it came from. And if you look at the edge, like this was damaged at the mint. I don't believe this is post-mint. When you look at the reverse, we have the same sort of greasing around the coin. Let me put this under the scope and show you just how messed up this quarter is, and then I'm going to show you on eBay what I found. So I'm just getting back in the car from one of my drop banks. I just dropped off about a box of quarters, 100 nickels, 90 and dimes, and one of the tellers asked me, remind me what you do again. What kind of coins are you looking for? And I explained what I do. You know, I coin roll hunt and I collect coins. And she said, I might have a few coins that are interesting for you. And she brought them out. She brought me 5 1964 90% halves. So remember, be nice to your tellers. They'll be nice to you. But this sure beats going through box after box after box to find a couple of 40%ers when you can buy 5 90s at the counter for face value. So I'm traveling up in Virginia this week, stopped by a local Wells Fargo and asked if they had any half dollars, and the teller in her little personal safe had $90 worth of halves. I bought all those and didn't find much, but I've already hunted them. But while I was there, I asked, did she have any loose halves in her till? And she said yes. And that's where things got interesting. We ended up getting $6 and 40% silver halves at face value. It was a pretty nice score.